Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Viola Unlimited. Today I will be teaching you guys how to make a face mask. I already made some here. I made different types, so this one you can just I have makeup on, but listen. Wait. I really don't want to stain this, but I have to show you guys. I made like two straps here. Yeah. You just have to tell. Yeah, okay guys, so I figured that I have a lot of background noise, so therefore I will be doing a voiceover to explain. If you are joining me here for the first time, you are very welcome. So I'll be using a 1 yard fabric I just showed you earlier. It's a cotton fabric, is breathable. That is what I'm going to be using to make this mask. And you can make as much as many as you want from this 1 yard, depending on the size. So this is what I'll be using now. Yeah, okay guys, so what I did right now, I actually cut a carton with the length to be 9 inches, while the breadth is 6 inches. So that was what I did. This will make it easy for you, and that is going to really make it easy for you. So you just place it on your cloth and cut. So that's 9 inches, and that is 6 inches. So I hope you understand. In case you do not, just comment so that I can explain again. Yeah, so guys, I'll be using this fabric, this white and black fabric, to show you what I did. So I am folding this into two, like and I'll be using the back of the fabric. That is what I'll be using. So I folded it. You make sure you fold it to like the size of the carton that you already cut out. So lay it down, make sure that it's flat. Yeah, so just put the carton that you're using as a template, place it on the fabric, then you use your chalk to start marking it. Just mark the side, then you place it again and mark it till you're done with the whole fabric. Okay, so if you're joining me here for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe. Just click the subscribe button and share this video with some others so they can make their marks. You know, this period we really need this mark, so you can share it out. Comment if you have any question. Okay, comment. I'm going to respond to you as soon as possible. Pressing iron to press it down, because we are going to be cutting the two layers. You know, we folded this fabric into two, so we are going to be cutting the two layers together. This is going to help you to make it like way easier for you. You won't have to be like doubling fabric and cutting again and again. Yeah, I told you we'll be cutting the two fabrics together. You can see right now the way I'm cutting this. So this is how you will just cut it till you get to the end of the fabric. Okay, now so we are done cutting it, and you can see the mark that we drew from the template. So you have to start cutting each one right now. You have to start cutting it so that we can get to work as soon as possible. So you duplicate this, you do it till you get to the end of the fabric. As soon as you're done, you divide the one you cut, you divide it into two, just the way I did this. So this is what you're going to do. That is what you're going to do to all of them that you've cut. I know we have a lot of cutting into two. If you are not yet perfect, you can cut it out like the way I'm doing it right now, but you can take it out one after the other and divide it into two like that. Then you do it again and again till you are done with the fabric. Yeah, the next thing we'll be doing is to cut the handle, like the hand that you can tie to the back of your head. This is to replace the elastic band in case you don't have elastic band. So this is what you can do, and I will be sewing mine across. So let's see the next step. So the next step is to lay your fabric again, and we'll be cutting the handle that is needed, and I'm using 4.5 as the breadth, which is the most important part for my template. And the reason why I'm using 4.5 as the breadth is because I'm still going to divide this 4.5 by 2 so that it will make the job faster for me, just the way we've been doing our division. I've been dividing the fabric. So I cut out a 4.5 breadth, and the length, you don't have to measure the length because you'll be using the length of the fabric that you have, and you will cut it out. Okay, so the final measurement I use for my templates that I place on that fabric is the breadth is 4.5 and the length is 12. So you don't really have to have a perfect measurement for the length, so just place it on the fabric and use your chalk again to draw out the lines so that you'll be able to cut. We just need to cut it like down just to measure the breadth. That's why I told you that the breadth is the most important one, that the most important measurement that you need to like cut the handle. This handle is just to replace elastic. Elastic band can run out, but this one is perfect and is washable, so you can use it as many times as you can. You remember that I told you earlier that I'm going to divide this 4.5 into 2. So that's why I folded it into 2. Use my pressing iron to press it down so that I can have a perfect fabric laid together. Then I'll cut this fabric that I've laid. I'll cut it into 2 again. Now that I'm done cutting it, I am going to fold half an inch on each side of one of the piece that I cut. I'm going to fold half an inch on each side. This is just to replace trimming. You can actually buy trimming. This is what I'm going to use for the rope. You can actually buy trimming at Walmart to do this, but since there is no trimming available for me at this moment, that is why I decided to use the same fabric as a rope. So, or just to replace elastic band. So fold half an inch on each side. Use your pressing iron to press it down just the way I'm doing it right now, and you do it one side so that when you press it together, you can use this to tape the edge of the face masks that I will be doing in a bit. So by the time you're done, this is how it's going to look. Then you just fold both sides together and use your pressing iron to press it well so that it will be easier for you when you're sewing it. This is the reason why you are pressing it together. In the middle, you'll be able to put your face mask, the edge of your face mask. This will make it neat. This is going to make it really look very presentable. That is why you're doing all this. So the fabric we cut earlier, you remember the 6x9 we cut earlier. So you take the part which is the length part, you take it and sew it down. Use your machine to sew it down. So when you're done, use your pressing iron to press the middle. Yeah, this is just to like make sure that the edge is smooth, and you can now sew the other side. So now I'm done sewing the other side. Then I'll use my machine again to press what I've done, to press it down just to make sure that it's smooth. Okay, yeah, so this is just to show you how many I've done. So this is how you can do as many as possible. Now I told you earlier, I just wanted to show you what I've done. On this fabric, I marked 2 inches. Yeah, so I'll now be folding half an inch from that 2 inches. I'll be folding it in like that to make the plate. So that is the way you'll make your plate. So because I recorded the other fabric off camera, that's why I'm using this one. I'm using this fabric to demonstrate how you can do your pleat. So you can always follow it the way I'm doing it. Just fold like 1 inch in from the 2 inch that you mark, then you can do your pleating. I used 12 inches for the rope, 12 inches before putting the marks that I've pleated, the fabric that I've pleated. That is how you place it in the middle, and you use your pin to hold it down. You place it and put it in between the trimming that we made. Then you use your machine to sew it across. So when you're done, just use your machine to keep sewing it like that so that you can hold everything together. This is easier because you just sew it straight down across. You don't have to like start sewing one hand and sew it the other hand. So you just sew it straight down across the plates. Okay, so to start the other hand, you have to measure 12 inches like the way you measure the first one, so that you'll be able to tie it behind your head. That is what I did here. That's why I use my biro, or you can use your chalk again to mark it out and sew it down. So you do the same thing to the other side and you have your mask. This is the result of what we did, and if you've enjoyed the video, if you've learned something, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe to this channel so that you can get more videos. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.